Hey there gamers, DreamcastGuy here, and today we're going to a funeral. Not in a typical sense, this isn't for a person. Instead, we're going to be discussing the death of a video game. A game that actually sold 44 million copies, and yet somehow Rockstar is considering it to be a failure. We're talking about the death of Red Dead Redemption 2. Hope you're having a great day. Now, quickly before we jump into the news, let's thank our sponsor for this video, Nordpass. You know, whenever I'm shopping online, my biggest concerns are how fast can I buy it and how safe is my data going to be? Because in this internet age, everybody is trying to steal your information, which is why I'm glad to be partnering with Nordpass. This is a special password saving service, but it's also more than that. Nordpass allows you to save all your data for different storefronts, different logins, and it keeps the password secure, but more than that, it allows you to be quick. So you can even store stuff like your credit card data inside the service. So if you're buying something on some sort of digital storefront, or for me, I buy a lot of video games, it's cool that I can just pop directly in the store, find what I want to buy, and then auto-complete to fill out what I want. What I enjoy most about Nordpass is it's just so easy to use. The second I had it downloaded, I understood every aspect of it, and it was very easy to figure out if I was safe, if I was secure, and if I was ready to go to that next big adventure. But if you're curious about it yourself, you can try it today using my promo code. So go to nordpass.com/DreamcastGuy. This is a very good offer because what it does is that by using this code, you get an extra month of the service completely for free. That's nordpass.com/DreamcastGuy. So stay safe, stay secure, and I'll see you on the internet. Video games are such an interesting style of art compared to every other genre for a variety of reasons. The fact that we as the gamer have to participate in it. It's art that needs the player to shoot, to command, to play with a certain amount of skill. There is an activity, a requirement to participate in the art. But also, I've always been, in a more conceptual sense, fascinated about the fact that video games are a very expensive business. They're something that a lot of times costs hundreds of millions of dollars to make and sometimes lead to billions in dollars of profit. And that's why Rockstar Games keeps sticking in my brain, because they are not a tiny company. In fact, Rockstar Games makes literally the most profitable singular video game of all time, which is Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 on its own has made tens of billions of dollars of profit, not just gains, profit for that company. And yet here, Red Dead Redemption 2, when this came out a couple years ago, it sold almost immediately 44 million copies, which even then, this still makes it one of the most successful games of all time, and yet they've decided to very quickly pull the plug on it. Even now thinking about it, it's just baffling how much they've abandoned this. They've now said there's not going to be a next-gen patch, there's not going to be any more DLC, there's not going to be anything. The game is dead, despite the fact that it has a very active fan community. So this is what popped up on my timeline today that sort of just blows me away, is the fact that it has now been an entire year since there has been any update whatsoever. The final patch they got to Red Dead Redemption 2 came out July 13th, 2021. So here we are, 2022, July 13th. Everybody has now decided to go to the graveyards in Red Dead Redemption and pay their respects to such a spectacular game. Now, honestly, part of the reason this is just so fascinating to me is because, honestly, this game is fantastic. Anybody who's ever played Red Dead Redemption, it's often discussed as one of the most immersive, in-depth, practical worlds that's ever been crafted, and it's just a testament to the fact that Rockstar Games cared about this project. This is not shovelware, this isn't some lazy, half-assed project. Rockstar Games was so passionate about Red Dead until the second it came out. So people are doing this. I've actually seen a lot of people showing up. This is actually Synth Potato, a good friend of mine, very, very good dude. He showed up and here he is right there in the freaking graveyard. I even logged on myself to go to a graveyard today, and yeah, people are piling in to basically say goodbye to the universe they love so much. Why play a game that's not going to get any updates? Now, we know for a fact that it's because Everything at Rockstar now is only about Grand Theft Auto. They did this big update on their Rockstar Games Wire. This is where they sort of talk about their projects more explicitly. And what they said is, hey, check it out. We're glad the Red Dead Redemption community is so online and so passionate, but we've decided to pull every single developer in the entire company to work on the future of Grand Theft Auto. Now, they basically say, you know, everything's going good. You know, we're going to be doing more stuff in GTA Online because that is making billions and billions of dollars. But everybody that was loving the good old horse game, these people are now going to be designing cars and skins and microtransactions, most likely, for everything that's happening. Look at this. Guess what, Red Dead Redemption Online community fans? Thank you for all your support. Over the past few years, we have been steadily moving more development resources towards the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series, understanding more than ever the need to exceed players' expectations. Look at this. This is so ridiculous. First, everybody, we're going to keep improving the game modes that exist, but we're not going to do anything new. I guess this is kind of what irks me. I have played quite a bit of Red Dead Redemption Online, and I have to say, in my personal experience, and this is an anecdote, I have never met a negative Red Dead Redemption Online fan. Zero. Every person I have ever talked to, played with, seen the memes of, every bit of the Red Dead Redemption 2 community is extremely, overwhelmingly positive. This is a game that has only created good vibes. Straight up, this is a game that's created people that care. Like Sim Potato, his profile picture is just a potato version of Red Dead Redemption. Like, these people cared about the game. And also, I guess kind of what strikes me about this is that inside the gaming community, we constantly say, vote with your wallets. This is like the perpetual catchphrase, is that if you want something to exist, you need to support it monetarily. You need to make sure that you can't just say, tweets. You actually have to show up with money in hand to prove what you want to exist. Red Dead Redemption fans did that. It sold 44 million copies. It was a big, vibrant online community. And yet, because it wasn't as profitable as Red Dead Redemption or as Grand Theft Auto Online, it still got the plug pulled. It feels like they did everything right. Every single step of the process was perfect, and they still lost. At this point, if you are hoping for any other experimental things to come back from Rockstar, if you want their silly table tennis game to come back, if you want another bully game, at this point, I'm pretty sure none of that stuff is ever coming back. Manhunt is never coming back. They're never going to do another game as cool and experimental as something like their Warriors beat 'em up. At this point, they are the Grand Theft Auto company. If you want something new, you're going to have to go somewhere else. And I guess, in a way, this almost increases my hype for the new Saints Row, because at least it's something that feels like a different vibe of what we do like. Because Grand Theft Auto at this point wants to play it so safe, they can't even let their cowboy game have fun. But these have just been some off-the-cuff thoughts, because honestly, I am disappointed about it. What do you think about all this? Are you surprised by the nature of Rockstar Games? Is this actually kind of pretty normal to you? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And additionally, please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. And also, keep dreaming. Okay, so I have to rush to the DMV right now because I'm trying to get a new driver's license. And yeah, I hate paperwork. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.